Hello, everybody. This is Nate. I just wanted to give a quick video about a couple of things that you will be noticing on the sermon-based curriculums that you will be downloading from the website. These are very important and essential aspects of a group, and we're taking this opportunity, and for many of you, this is my first time being able to speak into your groups and into how we do groups. And there's two things that are really essential and really important when we talk about groups, and you're going to notice those things in the sermon-based curriculum. So when you download the curriculum from the website, you will see three different parts. At the top, there'll be loving accountability. There'll be the actual questions that you'll go through with your group. And then at the bottom, you'll see application section. So the two things that I really want to dive into real quick are the accountability and the application. So beginning with application at the end, we see in Matthew chapter 28, verses 18 through 20, where Jesus gives the Great Commission. He says, go and make disciples. And he talks about baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And then he says, teaching them to obey all I have commanded. Now that's an essential thing that we notice there. He didn't just say, teach them all I have commanded. We will do plenty of teaching at Hebron. You will hear Landon give great doctrinal sound teaching at Hebron, and even teachers during Connect groups will get to dive in with a lot of these questions and into the material and into the passage that we're discussing. But one of the main parts of what we do in Connect group is we take what we have learned and we spur one another on to love and good deeds. We take what we have heard and we say, how can we live this out this week? So one of the things that we want to make sure that each group is implementing into the time that they're spending together every Sunday. Now, this is whether you're in 8:15, 11 o'clock, or you meet at a different hour of the day or week. This is for all groups, that application, how do we do this in our life, that's important. And you'll see that there is a section for that at the very bottom. And the wording for that says, this week, by God's grace and in his power, we will blank. So we're leaving this intentionally up to each group. We're not forcing everybody to say every body in every Connect group has to do blank this week, right? We're leaving that freedom for the group to come together to say, we talked about a lot of different things here. And in fact, during your group's discussion time, you guys might have really honed in on a particular thing that another group didn't, and they focused on something else that really applied to their lives. What we want to challenge each of you to do is to come up together with an application that in partnership with God during the week and the Spirit who empowers you, right? We want to see how we can work together with God to see by his grace that we can live this out. And so each week, part of your time will be planning together with a group, and leaders, you might have an idea of a good application for that week ahead of time, but you want to lead the group into that application. And as you make a goal for the week to see, man, we really talked about, an example I give all the time is serving your neighbors, for example, maybe that this week, a goal that we might say is we want to do something that serves a neighbor this week. And we want to, by God's grace, partner with him to do that. And ask him to lead us in that. And so then you would come back the next week, and that's where you see at the beginning, you have an area that says loving accountability, right? I put that loving in there on purpose because sometimes accountability can come across as awkward, but the point is number one, application will always fall short if we never follow it up with accountability. If I don't come behind you and say, so how did it go? How did God work? And you'll see that we've intentionally worded it, and I'll get to that in a second. But how did God work? What did he do through us as we partnered together with him? If I never ask that question, then guess what's going to happen after a few weeks? People are going to stop actually doing the application, right? Because we're not lovingly holding each other accountable. And again, that loving part comes in because I know that as we continue to take steps, to take risks, to take opportunities to actually put into application what we're learning, we're not getting puffed up with knowledge, but we're actually living it out and we're experiencing it. And we're actually experiencing God, by the way, as he works in us and through us through these goals and applications, that I know that person, that my group will grow in a way that they just simply won't grow. So I'm willing and loving them and their relationship with God enough to ask the questions, to follow up, even though I know, we just know accountability at the beginning feels a little awkward. But as time goes on, you'll see that it's a great opportunity for the group to really come together. So we want to challenge you guys to make sure that you are doing application at the end. You're making time. So you may not get through every single question that's on here, but you for sure need to make sure that you are setting goals and application, maybe even sending out emails during the week and text saying, hey guys, praying for you. Reminder for those of you who weren't here, or a reminder for those who were, that this is the goal for the week, that everybody's on the same page for that. And then you're also making time during your group discussion to come back and ask the question that says, as we partnered with God this past week to blank, what did he do, or how did he work in us and through us? These, I promise you guys, these will make an incredible impact on your Connect group. Implement these things and see how God will grow the people and the relationships even in your group. All right? If you guys have any questions at any time, please feel free to email or call us, and we'd love to help you along with this. All right. Have a good day.